big announcement today, obviously, Team USA announcing their Olympic roster along with Sweden and Finland. But I think the team that obviously got most of the headlines was the omissions on USA. Jason Robertson, who's the leading American scorer in the NHL, not named to the roster. Cole Caufield of the Montreal Canadiens, another one. Adam Fox as well, kind of some head scratchers from people around the league. What did you make of Team USA's decision to omit those players and, responding to, I guess, Bill Guerin's comments about how they're building a team, not a bunch of all-star players?
Well, and what was the one quote? I'll paraphrase, but essentially he said, if we're picking a team like that, they don't need a general manager. Mm-hmm. And what he means is if you're looking at just the top scorers in your country, all right, then just pull up the stat sheet and pick the team accordingly. You're not doing that. You're looking at how you match up and you put a pieces of the puzzle together to team to battle for gold against Canada or one of the powerhouses in the world. I'm not going to lie. I was a bit surprised. And, this team, more so even than Canada, we've had all of our time talking about, well, should Bedard be on the team? Should Schaefer be on the team? All of that. A lot of speculation around what Team Canada would look like. And there were dozens of projected rosters put out by Greg Button, Mike Johnson. Go down the list, right? Lots of that. But it feels like Team USA was more or less picked a while ago. And right or wrong, I think that's the reality of their situation. But when you finally learn that Jason Robertson isn't on the team, that's a bit surprising to me because it's proven this man can score goals. So they obviously look at Austin Matthews and they look at the Tkachuk brothers. They look at all of the other areas, Jack Hughes, go down the list. I mean, you look at their lineup, they've got some offensive scoring punch there. There's no doubt about that. You look defensively, that blue line looks rock solid, despite the fact they don't have Adam Fox. So maybe they felt like, okay, we need full, well-rounded players. No different than Team Canada and how Canada assembled its lineup. You can't just have players who are deemed, fairly or unfairly, to be one-dimensional. But I do remind, too, if we're looking at Robertson does more for me than Cole Caufield.
Yeah.
I feel like I would have been surprised if Caufield was on that team because, again, we've reported on this for months. And Cole Caufield always seemed like he was on the outside looking in. But no different, again, than any other country here. There's a lot of time between now and the drop of puck in Milan, Italy in February. So if a forward gets injured, it's hard to imagine that Billy Guerin, one of the first calls he makes, isn't going to be to Jason Robertson of the Dallas Stars. So we'll see how it plays out. But, all these countries had to make incredibly difficult decisions, and Canada and the United States definitely did.